Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another edition of All About 90 Minutes. Just having a look back at the game between Tottenham and Wolves. Tottenham taking on Wolves yesterday. Yeah, just gonna have a quick talk about that, and then just look back on the game. The game was just a very, just a very, as a Tottenham fan, I know most Tottenham fans, I think they've seen this before, where the team keeps making mistakes, and then making mistakes early on in games, and then just basically throwing away the game. And we've done this so many times. Tottenham have done this so many times in the past. This is not the first time, and the game kicked off. And Wolves were just on the front foot. The press really high with the lines, squeezed up the pitch, and Tottenham just made the first mistake was incredible. The keeper, Lloris making that save and parrying the ball back into play. Then the second time he just flicked his hands at it. No control of the box. There's no awareness. The defenders couldn't clear the lines as well. They were struggling to clear the lines. There was a lot of panic. We never had control. And yeah, they scored the first one. Wolves played really well. From the onset, the midfield was dominated by Neves, Ruben Neves and Neves. And it was very difficult for Tottenham. It was very difficult for Tottenham. And second goal as well was similar. Ball in the box, defenders not clearing, everybody panicking. And, there's no, for me, there's no defensive midfielders in that team, natural defensive midfielders in that team. In terms of the position they take up, Bentancur started, I played with wings, and I think both of them are not defensive for me. I think Bentancur is more box to box. And it is something that we just have to face as Tottenham fans, and the fans have to understand that this is going to take time. And two defensive midfielders, one is on the bench. Oibe, for me, Oibe will play every single time. I know you want to rest him. It's very difficult. You want to give him some rest, but he has to play. If Skip is not playing, Skip is injured, and that sums up the team for me. Because if we are relying on a young player at the age of 23, I think this is his first season in the full team, and we're relying on him to come and save the day. I think that sums up Tottenham for me in terms of the size of the squad and what we have in our squad. So that was difficult to watch. Second half, we played a lot better, created a lot of chances, but Wolves the lines are just so good with the way they defended with everybody was behind the ball, and it was difficult for Tottenham to break them down. And I think that sums up the Premier League for me. I think the first goal in the Premier League is very key, and the way you set up your team as well is very key. Yeah, it's all about moving the lines in the Premier League. If you can get the lines to move up, you have spaces in behind. Second half, we tried to go long a little bit, looking for Son, and yeah, we tried a lot of stuff. Didn't work. It was just not the day. It was just not our day. A goal would have changed a little bit. It would have put them under a little bit of pressure, but we didn't get that goal, and Wolves won the game. And for me, it's going to be difficult for me. The top four for me is still not over, because if you look at the teams and the points around, it's still not over, and we just have to keep going. Basically, hope we get these players back in the team. For me, Oibe will play every single time. You can't put him on the bench. For me, he's the only one that could sit and just break up play. It's the only one that we have. And some of these players, they can't give what they don't have. Basically, they've been around with 3 different managers. I mean, Sanchez, good defender, but not the quality for we want at Tottenham. His awareness defensively, everything about him is just so erratic. There was a situation whereby he was trying to clear the ball. We were under pressure and he was clearing the ball. And even you can see Hugo Lloris telling him to calm down. You don't need to walk. Even when I saw it, I was watching it and I was looking at it and I was thinking, there's 4 Tottenham players around him, and that he could have controlled the ball and passed the ball to, but he just cleared it back, just gave it back to Wolves. And for me, as a defender, you gotta be more streetwise than that, man. You know, you gotta believe Winks as well was getting caught on the ball, but I must give him a lot of credit. He kept trying, making those true balls, putting those passes and taking, like, driving forward, going past the defense midfielders, and trying to break lines. And yeah, it's just one of those games that we just have to put aside and just get on with it. We got City over the weekend. For me, that's going to be very, very difficult to get anything from City. The way they're playing now, they're playing really well. And we just have to look beyond City for the Burnley game, which is on Wednesday next week. I think it's Tuesday or Wednesday next week. And then we go from there. So yeah, that's my take on the game. All about 90 minutes. There's no need ranting and raving. I think I'm accepting the fact that we've done this with two different managers, Nuno and Mourinho, and you can tell it's not going to be a quick fix. And fans keep getting carried away, and that's what people want, fans as well, and other fans of other clubs as well. They're so, I don't know, social media fans especially, they think, oh, once you go Conte, it's going to be a quick fix. I think people don't look at when Conte goes into, I'm not even going to say Conte, when managers go into a new club, people don't recognize the beginning of it. You know, when things are not going well, they only recognize the good bits when the team is winning and the manager is doing really well. They don't want to talk about the time where the manager was. They don't want to talk about Conte finished, I think, in the what do you call it, mid-table when his first season at Chelsea. They don't want to talk about that. But it's social media. I'm just, you know, I think I'm got to a stage now whereby I look beyond that and I look beyond all this trying to get clicks by putting up headlines just for you to get clicks on your channel. Me, I say it as I say it, basically, and I try and be honest. I don't care. So, you know, I don't care about, you know, I'm not blindly loyal to my club. I'm not trying to score points. So yeah, that's just the reality. So in terms of Tottenham, we just have to, you know, get the season over. We see where we are at the end of the season. Take each game as it comes. We go to City on Saturday. Sorry. Hopefully we do a stream for that one. We couldn't do one for Wolves. This is to some technicality. So, but we're back again. We're definitely gonna be back. And on Saturday for the City game, we got the Champions League game as well. Champions League games. I think we'll be doing the what do you call it? Between the Wednesday game. And I think we'll be doing PSG versus Real Madrid. That's what we're doing. I'm not sure if it's on Wednesday or Tuesday. But we'll definitely be doing that game. Thank you very much. And make sure you take care of yourself.